line, green light, racing. Now, Away OK was dropped the hammer. It's going in search of the early lead, but showing good speed now. On the outside is Nicholson. In the firing line, Say Your Prayers. Further out on the track was Agent Mary, and holding its place near the inside, Runaway Success. In behind those then came Yank the Tooth, followed then by Smoky Nova, the grey on the inside. And then we go back to Sonetto, who's racing on the outside of Lethal Les. A couple away then to Overcome All Odds. A long margin off then to Joaquin, who's near the tail end of affairs. In that order, they run down the side of the track here, and Agent Mary's gone to the lead. And Agent Mary doing everything right at the moment, led the way from in second, Posy Nicholson, who sits on its back. And there's on the outside, taking closer order now, Drop the Hammer. Next of all on the inside, Runaway Success. On the outside of it as they come down the lane then was Say Your Prayers, followed by Smoky Nova, Yank the Tooth, Lethal Les. Sonetto, well back in the field then, is Overcome All Odds, and about 6 away, coursing deeper on the track was Joaquin. Will Drop the Hammer, sustained the run, went to the lead. The lead time was 52.1 and Drop the Hammer trots out of the straight, leading out by a length on Agent Mary, and Say Your Prayers gets up on the outside now third. They were followed back on the inside then by Nicholson, Yank the Tooths on the outside of Runaway Success, then Sonetto, Smoky Nova, Lethal Les, followed then by Overcome All Odds, and still 5 or 6 away at the tail is Joaquin. They work into the back. The first quarter of the last mile covered off in 29.9, and the leader into the back straight turn now is Drop the Hammer by a length on Agent Mary. Say Your Prayers a half away third, the outer. Then Nicholson taking off from the back now is Overcome All Odds, sprints up 3 wide. They were followed on the outside by Yank the Tooth, Runaway Success, and then came Sonetto, Smoky Nova and Lethal Les on the outer, and 3 away Joaquin at the rear. 31.6 was the second split as they run down the back in a 61.5, and the leader has Dropped the Hammer. About 3 parts to Overcome All Odds, and Agent Mary's in the box seat. Next on the outside, Say Your Prayers, Nicholson. Runaway Success might be able to get into the clear as Yank the Tooth is put under pressure. Then Smoky Nova, Sonetto out 3 deep, followed by Lethal Les, and Joaquin's near the tail, but it's still Dropped the Hammer. Brings the field to the turn, just being shaken up a little. Leads out from Overcome All Odds, Agent Mary. They were followed by Say Your Prayers. Nicholson travels okay, but needs racing room, and Runaway Success is about to peel to the outside. Going off stride there was Say Your Prayers, and Drop the Hammer says ta-da, leaves them lamenting, gets 2 in front of Overcome All Odds. Runaway Success trots home resolutely with Nicholson, but it's Dropped the Hammer with 100 metres left to go. Overcome All Odds is trying to fend off a few late challenges for the minor money, but Dropped the Hammer bolts in. Dropped the Hammer beats Overcome All Odds, Nicholson, Runaway Success, and they were followed by Agent Mary, Smoky Nova, not a bad run, and then came Sonetto, Joaquin, Lethal Les, Yank the Tooth, and Say Your Prayers galloped at the 300, finished last 28.8, and the mile rate 2 minutes, 0.6.